When he steps onto the turf at the Chepauk, the chant gains volume. The faithful rise as one. He is the adopted son of the city. His stardom matches that of Talaiva Rajnikant. He is MS Dhoni, the superest of Super Kings. Brutal finisher.
MS Dhoni, that is unbelievable.
Wizard behind the stumps.
He kept that fielder there.
Genius captain.
In the 16 years of the Tata IPL, has there been a player more admired than Mahendra Singh Dhoni?
Definitely not.
No, definitely not.
No.
It all began in 2007. India fell in love with a long-haired outlier from Ranchi, who led them to a world title. So quite naturally, when the inaugural IPL came along, the big question was, how much will Dhoni be worth?
Dhoni.
To no one's surprise, Dhoni became the highest paid cricketer at the 2008 auction.
Chennai, 1.5 million.
He had a new home in Chennai. For Chennai Super Kings, Dhoni would become more than a batter, a wicketkeeper, a captain. He was an emotion. They called him the man with a Midas touch, which for most part was true.
Vivo IPL champions for 2018.
Everything that Dhoni touched turned to gold. Or if you were a CSK fan, yellow. The helicopter did take off in the first 2 years,
Length and smoked.
but couldn't quite find the perfect landing.
One run from one ball. He's gone for it. He's found the gap. Rajasthan Royals win.
In 2008, Dhoni's men lost to Rajasthan Royals in the final. And in 2009, they were knocked out by RCB in the semis.
It's the Royal Challengers from Bangalore who take on the Deccan Chargers in the final.
Third time, well, that was the charm. CSK started the 2010 season determined to take the trophy home. The captain left his signature imprint on the campaign.
16 required. Dhoni on strike. And it's 4. Wow! Fantastic! The Super Kings have done it. The captain has risen to the occasion.
With a stunning assault in the final group game that booked a semi-final spot. And changing gears in the semis on a tricky pitch to ensure victory.
That struck hard.
What a shot this is.
After a cameo with the bat in the final, Dhoni worked his magic as tactician supreme. His genius orchestrated Kieron Pollard's downfall, proving to be the decisive blow of the final. The legend of MSD was only just starting.
Because the Chennai Super Kings are champions of the DLF IPL 2010. And who's to say, absolutely deserving champions. They've been the better side on the big days.
A year later, he led Team India to World Cup glory. And a few months after that, CSK had stormed to their second Tata IPL title.
IPL champions 2011.
Dhoni was now simply Thale for his adoring fans in yellow. Winning had become synonymous with CSK. With the bat, Dhoni was the team's designated finisher. CSK's top order boasted of the likes of Suresh Raina, Mike Hussey and Murli Vijay. And Dhoni came in behind that firepower to land the knockout punches. In 2012, an iconic Dhoni performance finished off Mumbai's campaign. he made a blistering 50 of 21 balls, sending the ball into orbit repeatedly.
What a hit this is.
Oh, brilliant. 51 from 20, the quickest for the Chennai Super Kings.
A hat-trick of titles appeared inevitable, only for Gautam Gambhir's KKR to produce the performance of a lifetime to pull the rug from under CSK's feet. In 2013, Dhoni maximized his returns with the bat, scoring 461 runs in the season. It was his best season as a batter, and with CSK reaching a fourth straight final, his status as the Tata IPL's most distinguished leader was firmly established. This time, MI muscled their way to their first title, despite Dhoni's combative innings in the final. In 2014, Dhoni showed his finishing powers were strong as ever. He crafted as many as 4 successful chases. There simply wasn't anyone who could hold a candle to the chase master.
Another one.
CSK got to the playoffs as they inevitably always did. But a Sehwag special meant trophy number 3 had to wait a bit longer. In 2015, another final and another loss. Dhoni now had rivals as the most successful captain of the Tata IPL. Gautam Gambhir and Rohit Sharma had led their teams to 2 titles each as well. At the helm of a new franchise for the next couple of years, there were murmurs that Dhoni's powers were on the wane. Every now and again, though, he shut the critics up with sparkling finishes.
Bang! One big one for Dhoni.
There it goes!
He's done it! Dhoni, your beauty! The finisher! How many times he's done it?
In 2018, Dhoni was back as the boss of the Yellow Army and fashioned a stunning victory in the opening game. His team was being called Dad's Army. Dhoni simply smiled through it all. It was a comeback story for the ages. Dhoni plundered 455 runs, and the icing on the cake was the long-awaited 3rd IPL title.
Congratulations to the Chennai Super Kings, Vivo IPL champions for 2018.
If you ask most of the captains, they want players who move well on the field. It doesn't really matter who was born at what year, whether you're 19 years old or you're 20 years old. You have to be fit and agile on the field. Yes, we knew the shortcomings that we had. What is very important is you have to accept that these are the areas where we won't be brilliant on the field. And so I feel age is just a number, but you have to be very fit.
Come 2019, when once again CSK's fortunes were tied to Dhoni. A contentious call in the final changed the course of the game.
Dhoni's so quick. I'll say he's home now.
He's got to get there, he's got to get there. No, it's blocked off, but I think he's just home. Yes, he is. You can see the lights. Oh, there's a different angle.
That's a big moment there.
This is massive.
I don't think this is helping. The split image is actually confusing and complicating the matter.
Green or red, we're going right. Dhoni, gone. Tried to steal one, couldn't get it. Gone.
CSK lost by a solitary run. Recently retired from international cricket, MSD entered the 2020 season a little rusty. CSK floundered as well, failing to make the top 4 for the first time. The faithful were worried. Was an era coming to an end? Dhoni's bat had fallen silent too. The runs had suddenly dried up. A year later, the inevitable question popped up yet again. Was this the year he would walk into the sunset? Dhoni, for one, saw the funny side when that question popped up. In Qualifier 1, Dhoni played a decisive cameo to set CSK on the road to another title.
MSD has put the Chennai Super Kings through to their 9th Vivo IPL final. There's wonderful franchise.
It was sealed and delivered a couple of days later, and with some ease, against KKR in the final.
Can be so proud of the legacy you left behind for Chennai Super Kings, and they can build on it. MS Dhoni.
But still, I haven't left behind. Huh?
No, you're not. I'm glad to hear that.
In 2022, 40-year-old Dhoni handed over the reins to a new captain in Ravindra Jadeja, planning for a future beyond him. The verve returned to his batting as he played some important knocks. Another milestone was ticked off.
That is the best of them all. 50 for MS Dhoni.
The oldest Indian to score a 50 in the Tata IPL. However, it was a forgettable season. Jadeja's tryst with captaincy proved short-lived, and MSD was back at the helm. CSK ended 9th on the table, their worst outing ever.
Come 2023, the faithful collected again. His knee was hurting and he couldn't quite do with the bat what the Dhoni of old could. Even though at times there were sparks of his signature power.
5-6 goes massive. The very best of MS Dhoni.
Yet somehow he willed his men in yellow towards another shot at glory.
In the air, not nearly enough. And catch taken. And the legend continues to grow for MS Dhoni and CSK.
And on a heady night in Ahmedabad, when Ravindra Jadeja pulled off a heist, MSD's Chennai Super Kings were champions again.
Last ball. Oh! Jadeja never bet against MS Dhoni and CSK, the Tata IPL champions of 2023.
Title number 5, signed, sealed and delivered under the adopted son of Chennai. So what will 2024 bring? More glory? The renowned power hitting? More magic behind the stumps? Once again, MSD will be the center of all attention.